Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to G Bears Off Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. Here we are, another windy day. Like they said, it was going to be windy for all of the week, so still more to come tomorrow yet, from what I understand. I'd be surprised if it didn't. Anyway, because of the wind, I worked indoors in the shop earlier, and then got my tire tread flip-flops glued together, and I got them under pressure under that board that's screwed down, so there's no need me taking you in there to show you anything, because all you're going to see is a screwed down white board. So anyway, I was just in here a little while ago and I watered everything. Got tomatoes coming up out there in the pots. The screen is making it blur. We'll go out through the door and I'll show you those. Look at all the grapes coming out on this grapevine. Oh my gosh, I got a lot of grapes. That's gonna be delicious this year. Lots and lots and lots of grapes. Garlic and onions have all fallen over. That means that they're almost ready to pluck, so they won't get any more water because they're already starting to turn brown on the tops and that. So cut them off of water now, and then about a week from now I'll be pulling them up and hanging them to dry. That's garlic and onions. Looking good, looking good. So while I was watering over here, I was wondering, how come my watermelon hasn't sprouted yet? I planted watermelon right here. Well, I watered it all, and I went in and watered the trees and that stuff. I come back out and look at this. One of them popped up just in that amount of time. Now there's supposed to be 3 in here. 1, 2, 3. But I only see one that came up. But that's okay, because the watermelon plant covers a lot of area and uses a lot of water. So if I get one watermelon on the plant, I'll be happy. More grapes over here. Loads and loads and loads and loads of grapes. Grapes everywhere. Yep. Looking good on the grapes this year. At least the green Thompson seedless. Not really super good for wine, but I could make some white wine out of it. My peas over there. Pretty soon I'll be able to come in here and take a pee in the garden. My favorite joke. Something's been getting in here. I think it's the birds. They've been eating the greens off the tops of my radishes. And I did give one to my neighbor Letty the other day, and she said it was delicious. It was better than the store. Of course, everything that you grow is better than the store. My aloe vera is all looking nice and healthy. I have to give some of those away or sell some of them. And I noticed that there's more figs coming out on my fig tree. There's a little one right down there. There's a little one right down there. And there's a little one right in there. And there's another little one right in there. Just about every branch now. This one actually has 3 figs on it. So that's doing good. Now, I'm thinking the birds are getting in through these openings, so I've got to get my shade cloth up there and cover those, or put some type of a screen up there to keep the birds out, because they landed on my side graft here and broke it off. So I found it laying down here on the bottom, and I regrafted it onto that branch. Now whether it takes or not is anybody's guess, so we'll have to see what happens with that. If it doesn't take, I'll prune that whole branch off, and I'll have to go back at it later or next year, or do a fall graft on it. So something like these grasshoppers are getting in here and eating all the leaves of my plants. There's a spider web on my on my leg because a lot of these leaves are getting eaten up on the peach tree and on this Fuji apple tree. They've been really going to it. So I'm going to have to do something about that. My citrus trees all looking nice and happy and healthy, doing just fine. I decided to do this walkthrough with you because I haven't been in here for a while. I've been showing you other things and neglecting to show you what's going on in the garden. Now this apple tree too, something's getting in here and eating the heck out of leaves. And I think it's grasshoppers. And this branch is broken. Yep, that one's broken. So I'm going to stick it in the ground down here to keep it moist. And I'll try to graft that tomorrow onto another pear tree or something like that. But yeah, something getting in here. I think it's the birds are getting in and landing on this these grafts or on these thin branches and breaking them down. But I found quite a few of those. On that one over there, there's a dead one laying down there. They broke it right at the graft. Strange. Got to catch whatever is doing that. All right, last stop is tomato plants. So I gave these guys a good watering today, as you can see. But got quite a few. Oh, my wire's in the way. Let me put that up around my neck. Yeah, I'm using my wind-resistant mic to do this so you can hear what I'm saying. But yeah, I got quite a few tomato plants coming up. And I tried putting this net, which the dogs brought home. Wherever they got it, I don't know. But I tried putting this net around there to try to keep birds out. Well, it's not really doing a good job because it looks like they got in and got to a few of the plants and these others. They all had plants coming up in them, and a couple of them are missing plants right now. Although I got some new ones coming up there and another one over there. I should have enough tomato plants to keep me happy this year. And then I'll get something going. Hopefully by the end of the year, this whole inheritance thing will be settled. And I can get back to normal life. So these cans are all cans that I had vegetables and things like that in. And they're all burnt. So you want to, if you're going to use these for your garden, and it's really good that you do, burn them first because a lot of them have galvanized zinc on the insides of them or plastic liners on the inside of them. So if you burn them really well, I usually run them through 2 or 3 burns and then bring them out in a box like this. And then I'll throw one like that in the bottom of each bucket before I put the soil in there. And why, you say? Well, plants like iron when they're growing. It's one of the nutrients that they can use. So if you put that down at the bottom, well, put a couple inches of soil, put your can in, and then put the rest of your soil. The reason for that is it's a slow release thing. As those cans continue to rust out, they'll release iron into the soil around the roots of the plant, and the plants will be happy because they can feed on that. So that's why you do it. See, I got one down in there too. So I try to get that done while I'm somebody's trying to spam me with something from Washington State. I don't get it. That's another thing that really irritates the crap out of me. My name and my number are on the do not call list. And I get no less than 2 a day no less than 2 a day, but probably in most instances 6 to 7 a day. And the phone recognizes some of them as spam and just sends them automatically to the spam folder. Others I have to block manually, because you can tell when they're all coming from the same town, and every time you block one of their numbers, it comes back again with 1 digit on the phone number changed. That's somebody who bought up 1,000 phone numbers from the directory, and every time you block one of their numbers, they just switch to the next one. So they'll go through that whole list and start over at the beginning again with another group of people. So that should be a crime that is really punishable by a good long jail sentence when they catch somebody. I mean, these guys should not be able to get away with this irritating bull crap of calling your phone 100 times a month to try to scam you or sell you something. It just shouldn't happen, especially if your name and number is on the do not call list. They should not be allowed to pull that crap on us. It really aggravates me. Let me hear from the rest of you down there in comments. Does it aggravate you too? This is G Bear signing off.